everyone, welcome to GameGorgon. My name's Jake.
And I'm Krug, and today we're here to talk to you about the Leshy.
That's so stupid.
That made me so happy.
Hey everyone, welcome to GameGorgon. My name is Jake.
And I'm Krug.
And today we are in fact going to be talking about the Leshy, which is a new playable ancestry that is in the Lost Omens character guide.
It's tree people, and
But it's not necessarily just trees.
You're right. It's
Plant.
flora people. Does that work? No, fauna.
Fauna.
Flora was right.
Plant people.
Plant people. Let's get right into the stats. You're going to start with 8 health. You are a small creature, and your base movement speed is going to be 25.
Your boosts are going to be in Con, Wisdom, and a free one, while your flaw is going to be in Intelligence.
Nice. So you get normal strength. That's good. So you could do like Leshy Barbarian, like a small like leaf barbarian.
Yes. You get plant nourishment. Instead of eating and drinking food like normal, you actually gain nourishment like the plant in which your character is. A mushroom person, or you can be like a pumpkin. So depending on how your plant that you choose to be.
And that's your heritage, right? Is that where you get that information from? Okay.
They don't necessarily give like exact, like, oh, you have to get nourishment through this. Like there is like a fungal thing.
Sure.
You can just kind of play with it how you want to.
You just like work with your GM and figure out, I want to be this and I want this to be the way that I get plant or food.
Now, let's just say you are a sunlight dependent creature,
Sure.
and you have been stuck in a dungeon for a week, right? You actually start to starve after a week.
Oh boy.
Yeah, mind you, you can in fact use magical means of like sunlight, so
Yes.
like a flask of sunlight or whatever it is.
But they cost 10 times more than normal rations.
Yeah.
So it's like the markup is insane, but at the same time, are you going to need them as often? Almost certainly not. So just like right before you go into a dungeon, do a little burst spend and grab some food and you'll be good.
I think that that's really interesting because it's like, yeah, a plant wouldn't be eating, a burger.
Yeah. So now that we've brought up the different types of Leshy, let's talk about the ones in the book. The first one's going to be a fungus Leshy. This is basically going to grant you dark vision. Clearly fungus in a dark, damp place. Probably a cave. Cave's dark, dark vision. Boom. Done.
The next one's actually going to be gourd Leshy, where you can... You can store up to one bulk of items in your head.
That's weird as shit.
You also can use that gourd to hide items, and if there's only one item that's in your head, it's easier for you to pull out.
Oh, cool. As opposed to like having to rummage through a bunch of different things. Okay.
Yeah, so the idea is that if it's there, you don't have to use the manipulation trait.
That's interesting.
You can be a rogue Leshy. Just be like... just like pulling arrows out of its eyes.
Yeah. I'm so into it.
So weird.
The next type is leaf Leshy, which is like basically go f yourself, monk. I got this. You don't take fall damage. You just don't take any. It doesn't matter if you fall for like 40 feet or like 7 miles. You take no fall damage.
And therere's actually a feat that goes really well with this, which I guess we'll talk about it now because it's not one of I chose, which is glide. With glide, you actually can move in a direction. Yeah. I thought that was interesting.
That's actually cool. I mean, aside from magic, there's no way to like do that.
We did it. We got the treasure. We're gonna make it home. Yoink!
Next is Vine Leshy. You don't need to have any hands free to climb. That implies that you don't need to use your hands to climb. A lot of this is really supporting the middle finger playstyle. You are doing something whilst giving your opponent the middle finger, climbing down a mountain trying to escape from somebody while just mahoo! That's awesome. I love that with all my heart and soul. Also, and this is like the actual good part of this, if you roll an athletics check to climb and you get a success, you get a critical success instead.
So I chose a couple of feats in the different sections. So the first section is your first level feats. I chose harmlessly cute because of your size and you just being cute and whatnot.
You're a plant.
People think that you're completely harmless. So you actually gain the shameless request feat, which I think is hilarious, to be honest with you. You also get an additional +1 bonus to initiatives when using deception for your initiative. So again, Leshy rogue. I think Leshies are like built for rogues.
I buy it.
They're just like, oh yeah, you know what?
Infiltration, stealthiness, deception, being able to escape off of the roof of a building by just jumping off of it.
Yep.
There should be a rule with that, like, feather fall equivalent feature that, like, if you are encumbered, you just fall normally.
Oh, sure.
Because that doesn't make any sense. But, okay, that's... aside.
Fantasy RPG.
Yeah, right? Also available at level 1 is Shadow of the Wilds. This is basically going to make you permanently covering your tracks as long as you're not in an urban environment. So basically, how difficult would it be to track a movement of a leaf through the woods? Very, very difficult. Yeah.
Again, Leshy Rogue. This kind of pulls away from the feat, which I don't agree with as a GM. I think the idea behind it is that whatever environment, the type of Leshy you are, the environment that you are supposed to be in because of that Leshy, it's hard to find you.
Yeah.
But anywhere else...
That's what I think it's trying to say, but I don't think it does a good job of saying it, right?
Yeah. At 5th level, you can choose the feat Ritual Reversion, which basically means that you can actually spend 2 actions to kind of revert back into the plant in which you're supposed to be.
So if you're a mushroom, you become an actual mushroom.
Yeah, you could just hide.
Yeah.
Like, this is like, cool, we're in the forest, I'm going back to a mushroom form.
And nobody can find me. The other side of it is, you keep your senses.
Yes.
So you can still see and hear. I feel like you cherry-picked rogue feats at this point.
No, I didn't. I literally, at least the 5th level one, I was like, that's a cool name.
Nope.
Cool.
At 9th level, you get Solar Rejuvenation. In some cases, Solar won't be the right choice for you as a Leshy. This should
Fungus Leshy.
Yeah, exactly. This should be called Your Environment Rejuvenation.
It doesn't have the ring.
No, not even close. If you are in the environment that your like normal plant equivalent would need to be in order to survive, so like you said, a mushroom would be in the dark, damp, cave thing, a normal leaf would need sunlight and water. You regain your con plus half your level hit points in addition to any health that you get. What did I say?
Plus.
Oh, my bad. Times half your level in health in addition to any health that you'd gain from treat wounds, if that's being done, if you're in that state for 10 minutes. I'm a little bit confused as to how treat wounds applies to a Leshy. I imagine the physiology of every other ancestry is very similar. For example, they all have stomachs and digestive tracts, and they all excrete the same waste products. But Leshies are completely different. So I don't understand how that medicine type stuff works unless you are...
I can explain it.
Oh, do it?
Fantasy RPG.
Yeah, right?
I think the idea behind it is like, oh, your leaf or your branch is broken. I could put the branch back and tape it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Hopefully your physiology figures it out from there.
Yeah, I mean, they don't want to add an additional skill that you're going to need to heal plants.
And to be fair, I think we would call them out way more aggressively if that's what happened, because that's too crunch.
Well, and what's beneficial about this is that this is a choice, right? Like, this doesn't define your Leshy.
It's somewhat like you need to suspend your disbelief a little bit, but also you're a talking plant, so like, yeah, you do kind of have to suspend your disbelief a little bit. That's just how this is going to have to work. I love the flavor. If I were to start a new campaign, I would probably roll one.
Something not
I want to
human
do something new. Yeah. I'm always like a...
Okay,
human.
So I need everyone to donate on Twitch. For every like 100 bits, I will just take off a hit point from Krug.
Why you gotta do that?
And it can't be healed. It will just be like
what?
a permanent,
Dude, that sucks.
Permanent.
You know what they're gonna do? This is like what internet communities are the best at. They're going to donate just enough to give me 1 permanent HP.
Yeah,
like, come on.
Because then if Krug dies, Krug can then create his Leshy Rogue.
But then I can use a hero point, so I'll be fine.
Yes, all very important things. If you want to play with us and have some fun times, you can actually join our Discord server, which is a one-time fee. It's $5. That's our $5 tier. Any money after your first month is going to be going to support the server. Right now, there's currently a murderer in town, and no one knows what's going on. And those pesky blue caps, which is the name of the town guards, just seem to not really want to get involved. Weird. So, if you want to help
I like
out...
how I'm being all coy, but I don't actually also know what's happening.
No, I'm the only one that knows what's going on, and it's really great because a bunch of players made a bunch of decisions that was like, wow, this just landed in my lap.
I'm gonna bleep all that out so that they don't get it any hints.
No, are you kidding me? They would have no idea. But The other really cool
Calling you out. You're getting called out.
The other really cool thing is we actually have public events where we have like an entire day where everyone can goes to a specific location and RPs all day long. So
The last one was Ash's birthday, right?
It's Ash's birthday.
Was that the first one?
That was our first ever event. It was Ash's birthday. It's a really fun way for new people that are on the servers to be able to meet established characters and stuff like that. So it was really fun. Everyone seemed to have a really, really good time. I plan on doing at least once a month. We're definitely going to do every Thursday, have like a mini meetup, but then have like one huge event go on every single week. And then we chose Thursdays.
Every single month?
Yeah, one big event a month. But
Yeah, you said every single week.
Nope. And we have a phenomenal streaming lineup. You can watch us 5 days a week.
I hear that Clear Skies is popular.
I hear people like Star Trek. It's weird.
Yeah, it's strange.
It happened to also be the same month that Picard came out, which is
like, oh god, couldn't have asked for a better thing than that.
Exactly.
Like if we could go into business mode for a second, that was lucky.
We want to actually start getting back on build videos and making build videos.
We said we were gonna do a bunch, and then we did a couple. But we want to do a bunch. We're still committed to doing a bunch, but we would like your help if you would be so kind as to just give us some suggestions as to what you want us to make. Like if there's something from a show or a book or a game that you want us to tackle and try to make it in Pathfinder. We want to approach it like a challenge series. Like we will take these characters, we'll research them, figure out what makes them tick and how to build them in Pathfinder. And then we will. We don't know how we're going to pick them yet. We either if one of them has 8 billion upvotes, we're going to do that one. But also we might just pick randomly if everything's kind of mishmashy all over the place.
And we promise to not just pick the in that sense, we promise not to just pick the easiest one. It's Superman, easy.
Yeah. Although I do reserve the right to pick a favorite of Krug's if they're build this, and I'm like, why the fuck didn't I think of that?
They're like build Bill Nye the Science Guy, and you're like.
We just talked about Investigator. We just talked about the alchemical thing that starts with M.
Build video already in this video. You like that?
Done.
Head down in the comments. Let us know what you want us to see. If you see someone else's comment that you like, that you really want us to see us, comment on it. Give it a thumbs up. Not only is that going to help us make a decision, it also helps the channel as a whole with comments, with likes, all of that stuff. YouTube basically goes, their audience is finally engaging. We should maybe promote them to other places, and then we can grow and do
That's
more
the goal.
fun things.
That's
yeah.
the goal.
So head down there, do that. While you're down there, hit the like button if you like the video. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Don't hit the bell icon unless you want to see absolutely everything of ours. Well, there's way too much. I doubt
there's
you
a
do.
lot you don't.
There is an option to do sometimes, but at that
doesn't
point,
make any sense. Just subscribe.
Yeah, exactly. And then if you want to talk to us on social media, you can talk to me on social media at IndigoQT.
You can talk to me on social media at QueueTimes, or you can talk to both of us at all these social media things down here. Like we already said, there's Patreon, there's Discord. This is a different Discord. This is the free Discord.
Yep.
You don't have to pay any money. Just come chat with us. I'm wearing a Band-Aid because I cut myself with a knife. I recommend not doing that. It hurts. We'll see you next time.
Bye.